Put your hands together for our big brother, Big Rob the Motivator.
Oh. Get him, Big Rob.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I didn't know I had a theme song. I like that. What? Hey, I need a copy of that. Man, it chokes me up when I see young boys this high talking about empowerment and the wealth, right? And what it really means to be a young boy in the south side of Chicago growing up and understanding where your place is in life at that young age. That brings, I'm trying not to get a little misty, but that chokes me up. Because 22 years ago, at about 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up to the screams and cries of my cousin Sandra. I woke up, ran to the living room, whole family was there. And she informed me that my cousin Nelson like yesterday. Never fainted in my life, but that day I did. I fell back into the chair. I had to slap my face, throw cold water in my face. Because he was shot and killed on the streets of Chicago. And I look across the room and I see him, and many of you. He was strong-willed, couldn't tell him anything. He knew everything. He knew where he was going, although he had no direction. Couldn't tell him a thing. Disrespecting his mama, gangbanging, dealing drugs. I'm gonna be for real. That's what he was doing. I still love him. To this day it chokes me up because I still love him. But that's what he was doing during that time. That's what woke me up 22 years ago at 4 o'clock in the morning. The murder of my cousin Nelson. I'm not here today because I read about violence in a book. I'm not here today because I looked through YouTube videos, World Star Hip Hop, and learned about Chicago violence. I'm here today because Chicago violence ravaged my family. That's why I'm here. There's a world beyond these doors with people that will tell you you can't, you won't, you shouldn't, because of the color of your skin. They will tell you who you are before you tell them. Look at this shirt. Claim who you are. You see some of my partners wearing this shirt. I live that every single day because my brown skin, brownish, also heard that I can't, that I shouldn't, that I won't. I've been hearing it forever and a day. When I said I'm going to become an award-winning artist, I heard the laughter, I heard the ridicule, I heard that you can't do that. What do you know about art, Big Rob? I knew absolutely nothing. But I immersed myself in that world, and then a phone call came from the Art Institute of Chicago. Yo, Big Rob, we saw your art. It's pretty dope. We want you to come down here to this gala and represent with your art. Then I said, I'm going to build businesses. I'm going to hire people from the community so that they can take care of their families. And again, here came the ridicule. That you can't, that you shouldn't, that you won't because the color of your skin, because where you came from the hood, you will be a victim just like your cousin 22 years ago. So I created these businesses from nothing. $250 for one. Another one cost me $500 to build. And they grew into six-figure companies. Right now I have employees out working, taking care of their families while I'm here talking to you. Then I said, I'm going to get on airplanes one day. I'm going to travel across the country. I'm going to have schools and organizations pay me to fly, to stay in hotels. They're going to feed me. And again came the ridicule, the laughter. But you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You won't do that. I've been to the East Coast, to the West Coast, to speak to students across the country. Then I said, one day, I'm going to be on the same stage as E.T. And again came the ridicule, the laughter. Even after doing all that, E.T. is a hard act to follow. But I'll take on that challenge. Because I live in my purpose. I'm not intimidated by anything. I live in my purpose every single day. I want you to adopt these words. Watch me and believe. Let's talk about believing first. Let's talk about believing, because some of you are not believing in yourself enough because of where you come from. Before I got on those airplanes, before the Art Institute of Chicago called me, before I got on the same stage with E.T., before I sold artwork into the thousands of dollars, before I built six-figure companies, I had to believe. I had to forget about where I came from, in the sense that they were telling me that I couldn't because I was from the hood, that I was going to follow the same footsteps as my cousin. I have another one doing 40 years for murder. He came to the house one day too to try to recruit me. Told me I was lame because I didn't want to be down with the nation. I said, what nation? The only nation I'm curious about, the only nation I love, the only nation that I stand for is my family. Not a game-banging nation that is not going to call me, that it's not going to bail me out, that it's not going to look for me, that it's not going to help me when those charges come down. He's doing 40 years in the penitentiary. I need you to believe wholeheartedly in your dream. I need you to believe the impossible. You have dreams and goals, and your friends, your so-called friends, are laughing at you. You're going to school and you're feeling that lump in your stomach, that lump in your throat, that butterfly, those bubble guts. Who knows what the bubble guts are? Exactly. Sometimes you don't even want to go to school because they're steady laughing at you. But I need you to step into your purpose. Look into that mirror and be for real with yourself. You need to self-assess. You need to look and say, I need to stop procrastinating. I need to stop disrespecting my mother. I need to stop worrying about J's on my feet, true religion. I need to start focusing on who I really am as a person. I need you to claim who you are. I need you to be you every single day. And if you know your classmate is hurting, stop ignoring him or her. Stop being selfish. You already know the classmates that are hurting, that are being bullied, that are being ridiculed. Reach out to them. It only takes a kind word. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, you need to lunch today? Let me give you half a mile. Need $1? Here's $2. Come meet us over at 71st and whatever. We're there every Saturday afternoon. Bring some good things. We're gonna have a good time. All you gotta do is reach out and save somebody's life. You have the power within you. It doesn't take a police officer, a principal, right? A parent, an adult to stop the violence inside your school, in your neighborhood. It takes you caring. It takes you stepping out of your own selfishness and saying, I'm gonna do something about this. It's like when you see trash on the ground, right? And you say, well, I didn't put that there. I'm not going to clean that up. That's somebody else's problem. If I see trash on the ground, I'll pick it up no matter where I'm at. Because it is my problem. Every single one of you in this auditorium is my problem. You're all my little brothers and sisters. I want you to hear me closely. King. Listen to that word, king. You are a king. You are an heir to success. You are an heir to a good life. An heir to joy. You are an heir to college. An heir to greatness. But you need to believe it first. If you don't believe it, it stops right there. The dream stops right there. I'm still believing. I'm still believing that E.T. is going to call and say, Rob, get on this plane with me. I'm still believing that my artwork will hang in the Art Institute of Chicago. I'm still believing that I'll build multi-million-dollar businesses. I'm still believing that I will reach people in Africa, Puerto Rico, Latin America, Europe, across the world. Because I live in my purpose every single day. And I want you all to live in your purpose every day too. That's how we stop this violence. That's how we stop the killings. Be you. And when you see someone not being them, reach out and say, yo, you need to quit that. That ain't you. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't curse. Stop back to the food just to impress somebody. You know what's up. So I love you all. Find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, find me where you can, invite me to your organizations, your school, and I'll be there. I love you all. Big Rob the Motivator. Thank you.